Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS exam. My name is Nishant and I will be your examiner for this part of the test. We are conducting the exam on the Google Meet in India and the time is 15 o'clock. I am recording it for marking and clerical purposes. This is candidate number X, name Ernest, and examiner number 2010665. This test has three parts and I will give you instructions for each. In the part 1, I am going to ask a couple of questions based on the general and daily activities to know you better. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let's begin with the part 1, but before that, may I see your identification?
Yeah, sure, sir. It is my passport. You can see it.
Okay, what is your full name?
My name is Ans Ali, and you can call me as Ali.
Okay, Ali. What is the meaning of your name?
My meaning of the name is to spread love, or it is made. It also means to live with love.
Let's talk about your hometown. What do you like about it?
I live in a suburb of city Shivpura, where I have a lot of facilities. And one thing I like about this, I often go to fields because the greenery gives me a pleasure to my eyes, and I feel very better.
Okay. How important is your hometown to you?
Uh, uh, I love my hometown because I grow up here, and whenever I go out of from it to another city, then I do not feel very good. When I came to my city, I feel very better. I have a lot of memories with it. That's why I love my hometown.
Do you think you will continue to live in your hometown?
Kindly
Do
repeat,
you
please.
think you will continue to live in your hometown?
No, I do not think, because whenever people need to study better or higher education, they go to another city, a large metropolitan area where they can study best and enhance their skills. I will change my destination in future.
Good. Let's talk about your country. What is your country famous for?
Well, my country famous for rice production. That's why people also do import rice to another countries. And one thing also, it has different people. I mean, different types of cultures of people live here, and it is famous for to traveling, or northern for its beauty. That's why
That's
I
it.
also love.
Let's talk about paintings. Talk about a painting you would like to have in your place or home.
Would you like to repeat it?
Talk about a painting you would like to have at your home.
Okay. I love the paintings I love the paintings that have illustrations of nature and beautiful horses, because I love horses, and I also love to ride horses. So that's why I wish I could have paintings in my house wall.
Have you ever gifted painting to someone as a gift?
Yes, of course. I give it to my best friend because he likes a painting of cats. So I bought it from a bazaar and I give it to him on his birthday.
You purchased it from market, right? Bazaar is a Hindi word. Okay.
Okay.
Let's talk about reading. Talk about a book you are reading now.
Okay. Well, I am not a professional reader, but when I got leisure time, I read my all education books. Some of them I am now reading my eighth class book, because that is in English. That is in English, because I love to read that books to remind the memories of my childhood. And now I am reading a book of 8th class, which is pilot grammar.
Do you think friendship is important nowadays?
Yeah, of course, it is an integral part of our life, because without friends we can't be happy, and they are the people who encourages us in our bad time and celebrate our good time. So it is important to have friends.
Do you like watching movies?
Yeah, of course, I love to watch movies because they are the things that give me pleasure and reduce my stress. So I watch movies in my leisure time, also on weekends.
Why do you think cinemas are still popular nowadays, even though people can watch movies at their homes?
It is true that cinemas are being popular nowadays because there is a huge gathering of other people, and when there is a good and pleasant scene comes, people loudly speak, and that gives an other type of pleasure to watching the people there. So that's why people go there and prefer to watch movies in cinema. In home, people only watch solely in their home or room, and that they didn't enjoy as they can enjoy in the cinemas.
That is the end of part 2. Part 1. Let's begin with the part 2. Now have a
Okay.
look at the card and prepare a monologue. Do you have a pen and a paper with you?
Yeah, of course I have.
Describe your favorite weather. You should say what the weather is like, why do you like it, and where you can experience such weather conditions. I am repeating the question for you. Describe your favorite weather. You should say what the weather is like, why do you like it, and where you can experience such weather conditions. You have 1 minute to prepare the notes and to think about the same, and afterwards you have to speak for around like 1 to 2 minutes. I can stop you in the between as well, and your time starts now. Is the question clear to you?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course, it's
Okay.
clear to me. Okay, sir.
Let's start after 15 seconds. Yes, please.
Well, I would like to talk about the weather that I admire most. That is the rainy weather, because I love to enjoy the rain, and this depends on my situation as which season is going through. So I like rainy weather in summer, because in summer mostly the hotness of sun is affecting more us, and when rain comes, and I enjoy that season that time by riding bicycle on the road, and rain drops gives and raindrops that split on me. I feel very comfortable and enjoying. I also enjoy rainy weather with my friends. We go to a place, and some soil and some take some soil and throw to each other, and after a few times that soil is removed from our bodies due to the water of rain. So I love rainy weather in summer season.
Mhm. You didn't speak about where you can experience such weather conditions.
Okay.
Okay, that is the end of part 2. Let's begin with the part 3. I will ask a couple of questions based on the responses that I have heard from you in the part 2. Talking
Okay.
about the weather and climate, do you think air pollution affect the weather?
Yeah, of course, it affects the weather because because today more vehicles give a huge amount of smoke from their engines. That is very effectful for the climate and for also other people's health.
Do you think that weather can affect people's behavior?
Yeah, of course, it can affect because when rain comes, everybody wants there will be no chances of water to stop on the road. But when rainwater stops at some points, people often do not like that sport, and they think that it should not come.
Do you think environmental situations will improve in the future?
Yeah, of course it will, because as the world is changing rapidly, more and more techniques are coming for to make environment better, and I think it will be changed in future.
That is the end of part 3. Your speaking test ends here. Talking
Okay.
about the feedback, so a day before yesterday, you used of course term 19 times. Yesterday, you used of course term 15 times, and today, you used of course 8 times. See, I don't know whether you're able to see or not, but I every time you were saying
I
and
can't
of course,
see it.
I was like adding 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So today you used 8 times. Why do you like this word so much? First of all, tell me.
I think it is the
You
word
can
that
also
easily.
say of course I like of course because of course reasons.
Because I heard because everyone say it in my surroundings. Of course, if someone asks, "Do you go with us?" He another person says that of course I can go with you. So that's why I think this word is in my mind and I always use it. So I will
Of
try my
course,
best to
basically
next.
means without any doubt, right? So you can't use
Yes,
this,
coach.
you can't refer this in each and every question. You can hardly refer to this word, of course, for 1 to 2 times, but not more than that, right? Second
Okay.
is your part one responses has improved, right? So but they are not the perfect. There are 2 to 3 areas where you need to work. First is diphthongs. You were making a lot of diphthongs. Do you know what diphthong is?
I don't know.
Diphthong basically means vowel sounds, right? So like, and also
Okay.
filler voices you were making like like this kind of thing you do. So you need to work on
Okay.
that. Second is you need to work on preposition of places. So try to cover the rules for the preposition of place and time as well, because you
Okay.
were, yeah, so try to cover the rules where you use on, at, on, for, these kind of basic rules, right? So third rule, which I've already told you, that you were make you used this word of course so many times. So definitely this is something which you need to refrain. Otherwise, it can be a disaster on the D-Day for you, right?
Okay.
Second is, can you pronounce pleasure?
Player.
Okay, now it's good. Uh, okay,
Is it
so
wrong?
no, it's fine. It's totally fine. So your part two responses were good, but at the same time, you shouldn't stop by yourself, right? You have to speak
Okay.
continuously for around like 2 minutes. The examiner can stop you by himself or herself, but you know, when you stop by yourself, you reflect to the examiner that okay, since you stopped because you were out of the context and you don't have much to speak about this particular topic. While on the other hand, if you will keep speaking on the particular topic that has been given to you by the examiner, it reflects that okay, since time is a constant for you, that's why the examiner stops you. Otherwise, it only has a positive impact on the examiner that okay, now we have a candidate who has a lot to speak about this topic. Just because time is a constant, and that's why I'm stopping you. And like until, and also it reflects that you are fluent, right? So don't stop by yourself, try to speak as much as possible in the part two. And
Okay.
also your part three responses, like you were sorry, in the part two only you didn't set that where you can experience such weather conditions, right? So if so the so there were three questions that I asked you to cover in the part two, what the weather is like. So you said that you covered it, that you told me about the rainy season, which was good. Then you also said that why you like it. You said that okay, I used to play with the mud before the rain, and then I like to, muddy water. So something kind of this kind of response you gave, which was also nice. But you didn't answer me this question where you can experience such weather conditions. So try
Okay.
to include each and everything that has been asked in the monologue, right? And for the part three, I think you answered all the questions. So yes, that's it from my side, and the band score for you is 6.
Okay, sir. Sir,